Welcome everyone. My name is Kathy Witkowsky. I'm going to take you through a nice little short 10-minute yoga practice. So come on to your hands and knees, neutral tabletop. And I like to start by just pawing out the hands and just starting to get a little grounded here. And then you can press back into one foot, getting a little stretch in your calves and your Achilles. And then press back into the other. And then bring your knees underneath your hips, hip distance apart, wrists underneath the shoulders, wrist creases in line with the front edge of the mat, middle fingers pointed straight forward as you spread your fingers like stars. And on the next inhale, begin to press your belly down, pull your heart forward, back of the head toward the tailbone. And exhale through the nose, rounding the spine like a cat, bringing the nose toward the navel and the heart toward the sky, pressing into those palms. Inhale again, spreading the sit bones as you press the belly down, pull the heart forward, back of the head toward the tailbone. Exhale and round, pulling the navel to the spine, nose toward the navel. Couple more, just starting to get some length in your spine, finding your breath. Feel free to close your eyes here if that feels good for you, bringing you deeper into the awareness, into your body. Next time you round, you're going to remain rounded and start to slide forward so that your nose comes over your fingertips. You're still rounding in that low back, feeling a lot of work in the low belly. Rounding, rounding. Maybe you want to pick up one hand. Maybe you want to pick up the opposite knee. And then set that down and switch, keeping the rounding in the spine, nose over the fingertips, lifting that opposite hand, and then maybe lifting that opposite knee. Lots of different ways to get core work in. And then release, and then walk the palms forward, parking the hips right over the knees, walking the palms forward, tractioning your elbow points down toward the mat and the forehead down to the mat as well. Little puppy stretch here. And then walk your hands back in. Neutral tabletop again. Look back over your right shoulder to your imaginary monkey tail. Getting a little C-shaped curve on the opposite side. And then looking back in the other direction. A nice stretch in the neck. And then walking your knees back, curling the back toes under, and lifting the hips up to find your down dog, pressing the hips back to where the ceiling meets the wall. You can bend one knee deeply and press the opposite heel back, walking out your dog a little bit here. And then come high up onto both toes. Think about pressing the mat away with your hands and your toes. Think about hanging from a tree branch, and then the tree branch remains at the same height, and you're going to send those heels down toward the mat. They may come all the way down, they may not, no big deal. Either way, you're just getting a lot of length here. You're going to traction the elbows down toward the mat, pressing into the index finger knuckle, tractioning the forearms toward each other. And take a couple cat-cow movements with your pelvis here. That same movement that we did in neutral tabletop, so arching and then rounding, and then see if you can just find that neutral pelvis here. And then as you're ready, walk your hands back to meet the feet. Hang in a forward fold, Uttanasana. And you can bend your knees if you're not warmed up yet. Or you can try to lift and straighten them. And then you can place your palms forward and take an inhale and bend. Come down into a squat. And exhale, lift the sit bones up from the core as you come to your forward fold. Inhale and bend. Exhale and straighten. Inhale and bend. Exhale and straighten. Put a little bend in your knees and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, letting your head be super heavy here, your arms heavy, only the navel pulling to the spine. Coming on up. And then come to the tops of your mats. Parallel the feet. Just sit bone distance apart, so that's just a few inches between your feet. Lift the toes, see if you can spread them, setting them down one at a time. Imagine you've got a heavy dragon's tail on your sacrum, so you've got that little lift that we were working on, that low belly lift. And opening the heart, shoulder blades sliding down the back as if into opposite hip pockets, little fingers growing roots, head just floats like a helium balloon. And as you're ready, you're going to inhale the arms up. Close an imaginary door with your thighs as you look up and back. And exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale halfway, hands on the shins, sending the tailbone long, heart forward. Exhale, step your right foot way back, come down onto the knee. Sweep the arms up as you curl the tailbone slightly under, sliding the hips forward, protecting that lower back. Exhale, palms to the mat, curl the back toes under, step it forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms wide, come up with a flat back. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step the left foot back, come down onto the back knee. Inhale, sweep it on up, sending the hips slightly forward. Maybe you look up, maybe you take a little arch of the back. Exhale, palms to the mat, curl the back toes, step it forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms back and wide, come on up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step your left foot back this time. Set it down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, turn to the right. Take your left elbow over the right thigh. Find your palms in prayer. Find a twist. You can keep it low here, or if you like, you can curl the back toes under and press on up so that you're in a twist in a high lunge. Top elbow toward the sky. Tractioning the right heel back to help with your balance and spinning that heart open. Maybe you extend the arms. Maybe if you're feeling open, you drop that top arm back. And maybe if you've been doing this a while, you find yourself in a bind by grabbing those fingers. And then as you're ready, release. Sweep it on up, either in a high lunge or a low lunge. And then exhale, palms to the mat, step it forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms back and wide. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step your right foot back. Come down onto the back knee. Point the back toes. The top of the foot is on the mat. Sweep it on up. Exhale, turn to your left. Hook the elbow over that thigh. Find your palms in prayer. You can remain in a low lunge, or you want a little extra challenge, curl those back toes under and press that back knee up off the mat by pressing back through that back heel. Again, finding whatever variation of the twist works for you. You can remain here. If you've got the flexibility. You can extend the arms, or you can drop even that top arm back behind you. And then if you're really going for it, you can find your way into that bind. And then as you're ready, sweep it on up. And exhale, palms to the mat. Step it forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, spread the toes, sweep the arms wide. Come on up. Find your length. Take a little Ardha Chandrasana, bending to one side like you're between two panes of glass. And then inhale up to center, pull the navel to the spine. Scoop that tailbone underneath as you take it to the other side. Inhale up to center. Exhale the palms down. Pressing down through the sea of energy as you feel energy move up from the feet, up the spine, and out the crown of your head. Bring your fingertips and thumb together, leave a little space. Set an intention for your day or the rest of your day. Take a moment. And then bring the thumbs to the forehead to honor your inner wisdom, to your lips to honor your authentic voice, and to your heart to honor your capacity for compassion, loving kindness, and the courage and discipline to nurture all the gifts you've been given so that you can fully manifest yourself in the world. We bow our heads to the teacher within and all the teachers who've touched our lives. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. If you've got enough time, please feel free to lie down and take a little shavasana, a little rest before you move on. Otherwise, carry on with your day.